Wrapping up this video because, I stopped in mid-sentence in the last one. But, another thing that people get that kind of irritates me is that people think because, I'm somebody who likes meditation or I'm a spiritual person, some people think that spiritual people are kind of, no, don't assume that I'm saying I'm like Jesus, but like Jesus didn't have like a lavish life. He wasn't materialistic in any way. He was very down to earth and lived very, I guess, scarcely, I guess. So some people put you in that kind of category, like, well, you're into spirituality, therefore you don't have any idea about, or you don't really need to have worldly possessions or anything like. And I'm not materialistic by any means, but you should be able to have money, enough money to get a new car when you need one. You should be able to replace things when they break, okay, instead of being in a situation like this. So yeah, I do resent people saying or stating what I'm supposed to do. That is something that is so, it's wrong, okay? Obviously, it's another violation of my rights, okay? I've always, I've never been materialistic, never have been, okay? But it's my choice to be able to take care of myself, okay? And then, the fact that people think that, just because, obviously, when you're being mobbed at work, believe me, it is not people being nice or just kidding around, okay? It is malicious intent designed to destroy you, okay? That's exactly what it is. And some people might try to change their story now after they realize what they got involved in. But the fact is that these people had malicious intent while they were mobbing me, okay? So it's not that I don't have a sense of humor, because I do have a sense of humor. Okay, everybody who knows me from my past, especially, as I grew up, all I ever did was joke around, okay? And still there's a part of me that's very much like that. And really, I don't like being as serious as I have been in the last few years, okay? Because I'm a very lighthearted person. I've always been able to make jokes out of everything, even shit that's not even funny. Because that's the kind of person I am, But I have to be more serious in a situation like this, and I don't necessarily like being this serious, okay? So it's not that I don't like enjoying myself or having fun, okay? And so for people to say, well, you're just a spoiled sport, well, no, I'm not a spoiled sport, okay? And I don't mind people having fun, and I do have a good sense of humor. I have a very good sense of humor, okay? Now, you may not like my jokes, but I do laugh at other people, I do converse well, and I do have the ability to have a good time, okay? But when you are basically causing me problems to where you're affecting my ability to work, and I'm being harassed out of my means of survival, I think that's kind of ridiculous for people to think that I don't have a sense of humor when they are destroying my life, okay? So, and basically the people who got involved in this shouldn't have gotten involved in it. So no matter how you slice it, I don't care what you say or anybody says, there is no justification for the garbage that I had to deal with, okay? And I'm still continuing having to deal with it. So anyway, yeah, so I want to move on with my life, and that's what I'm trying to do, and it's very difficult to do because these people have set in motion a constant issue where I'm encountering people. I haven't been on a job interview lately, okay? But the last person was smart enough to cancel, okay, the job interview. And I don't want to have to deal with that shit anymore. I don't, okay? I don't find it flattering. If people are excited about me and the cute guy getting together or whatever, that's between he and I. I don't want my issues relating to that affecting my work. I don't want it. I try to keep things separate, and it's my business. If I wanted people involved in it, I would have involved people in it. But then again, I'm the last to know about what goes on in my life. That's pathetic, okay? And that pisses me off, okay? Yes, I'm very psychic, okay? But it took me the longest time to figure out what was going on, okay? I realized I'm up to 792 videos, I think. I'm almost hitting the 800 mark, okay? So it took me a long time. So you get mobbed out of your job. You find out your family is narcissistic. You go to job interviews and they think it's funny to dangle your life in front of you. I don't think any of it's fucking funny. You know what I mean? And I'm never going to sit here and think, oh, well, yeah, that was great. I will never do that. Okay, it's not that I don't have a sense of humor. I do have a sense of humor. It's just about people being able to mind their own business. I feel violated that this shit is even out there in the public before I even know about it. The cute guy, really, if the cute guy was wanting to get to know me, I would have preferred him just to call me, okay? If you want to get to know me, call me. Whatever. Don't work it out through the workplace, okay? If he thinks I'm interested in seeing somebody at work, I don't do that, okay? And I can understand a lot of people do. I do, but I have to rely on myself. All I have is me. I don't have anyone else to rely on, okay? And let's just say, for example, my family was all hunky-dory, and we were like the best of friends, and everybody got along well, okay? My mother is very old, okay? So if something was to happen to me financially, I can't sit here and rely on an elderly woman to take care of me. So guess what? I am very well aware of the fact that all I have in this world is me. And so when you're dealing with these stupid employers who think it's funny for me to go into a job interview so they can play games with you, I find it offensive, and I find it a threat to my life. Okay, it's not about having a sense of humor. Don't tell me I'm supposed to have a sense of humor when I'm dealing with a narcissistic family, or I'm dealing with cult people, or whatever, and I'm getting calls from people, or I was receiving calls from people from different parts of the United States and invading my privacy. I'm sorry, I think for people to think that I should think this is funny is a little, it's just kind of far-fetched, you know? I think it is. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up because I'm tired of talking. And I really had to talk. You know, I haven't done a video in a while. And had to say something about it. I did post my PowerPoint presentation on to YouTube. And I'm very glad that I did, you know. And PowerPoint, I do enjoy PowerPoint, okay. And I realize, you know, now that I understand how to upload it to YouTube, there's a lot I can do with it. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'm not the kind of person to bitch, moan, and complain, or even share my issues with other people. But obviously, this is something that has been severely affected my life, okay, to the point of where I get up in the middle of the night all the time. I'm constantly agitated. I'm dealing with severe depression. I'm not the kind of person to talk about my problems. I'm not, okay? But obviously, this is something that has affected me that bad, you know? And I have a lot of issues with this, you know, and I'm not happy. And I feel betrayed. And, you know, I had to sever ties with people. And I don't feel bad about severing ties with my family because I can't forgive this. I can't. You know, I cannot do that. Because that's the ultimate form of betrayal. Somebody throwing you out or messing with your job, or thinking that it's funny to, you know, create scenarios at work to where you're ending up getting harassed at work. That's not funny. You know what I mean? Or thinking that they had the right to manipulate me in the first place isn't funny. So these people have an improper view of saying things, okay? And I shouldn't have to pay the price for their error, you know? And I'm tired of it, you know? So why should I forgive them? I shouldn't, okay? And it's just time for me to move on and forget them. So anyway, I'm moving on, and I'm going to try to get some sleep tonight. You know, it's hard. Sometimes I fall asleep around midnight, and then I wake up a few hours. Sometimes I fall asleep for maybe an hour, and then I get up. Sometimes I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I kind of stir around a little bit, maybe, you know, watch some videos or play a game on my phone, and then go back to bed. It's just like this has really affected me. So it's not that I don't have a sense of humor. It's not that I don't enjoy or I can't enjoy a good laugh, because believe me, like I said, I have always been a goofy person. Anybody who knows me well enough knows that, okay? But this is too much. And for somebody to expect me to think that this is funny, or that I'm supposed to be laid back about it, is wrong, okay? I will never be that way. Because when you prevent me from living my life, or you're infringing on my rights, or narcissistic people are trying to tell me how to live my life, when I have no interest in being anything like these people, nor do they have the right to even suggest such a thing, yes, I am angry, okay? Very angry, and it's unforgivable. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will be back with another video later. Take care. Bye-bye.